All right, y'all. It's about that time. We're going to select the names. As you see here, we have our names on the list. We have our wheelofnames.com action going on. And now click to spin for our first victim. And our winner is Charles Charles Knight. Martin, you came close. You came close. Bam! Charles is our first victim. And this clearly seems to be a holiday party. I like your laptop action going on, Mr. Charlie, Southern Soul for life. Now, what I like about this, the setup is great. I see your table. The fact that you're allowing the decorations on the table here and here is cool because you kind of blend in. You are working with the theme of the party. It's always a good thing. Look, if clients want to put plants on your table because it works with what they got going on, just do it. Like, it's not gonna get in your way. I see it's not gonna get in your way, and it adds to the vibe of the event. So that's really dope. Now, the problem with this picture is that I can't see the full setup. So where you are in relation to the dance floor or the room where both your speakers are set up. So I'll just share with you what I can see for now. Your laptop is to your left. I don't know what this thing is right here. I can't tell. Is that a screen? And I'm going to undo that real quick. I'm trying to see if I zoom in. I'm not sure what that is. So that doesn't seem to like block your view, of course. But if you want, comment below and let me know what's happening. So your mics are here. You're using a wired mic, it looks like. So if you have the ability to go wireless in the future, I think that would be a good look. I think you're working on a 6-foot table. I see one of your speakers back here. I'm assuming the other speaker is a little further off in what would be to your left. I mean, there's not much to say here. It looks good. The only thing I would be careful of is moving the speaker forward. So let me get rid of this. Moving the speaker a little more forward where the grill is almost aligned to the edge of the table. Because if you are talking with the mic back here, you don't want any kind of, which you probably wouldn't get. It doesn't seem like it happened. But you wouldn't want any feedback happening when you're on the mic, or if somebody happens to be standing here in this area to talk. I think that's it. I guess you're using the top of your box as the stand. Again, I can't see the front of it, so I don't know what it looks like in its entirety. So if you have another picture, feel free to send that over. But from the side, it looks cool. You're working with your client in regards to the theme. That's really nice. Always a plus. You got red covering, or it looks like there's plastic in the front, right? So you have this kind of facade going on. It looks like it dips over. I can't tell if this drapes to the floor or not, but it's not a full covering because back here it doesn't see. I don't see the red. So if you have a tablecloth, I would recommend you get it. I recommend you get a black tablecloth. That way you can go anywhere and you're set. Make sure that your tablecloth covers all 4 sides of the table. So I would get a long one. I forget what the measurement would be. And that's that. All right, so Charles is out of the list. Our next victim. Alan Gallegos. I hope I'm saying your last name right, bro. Let's get it in. This looks really nice, bro. I like what you got going on here. my guess is I'm trying to get a sense of like where the venue is or what space this is in. Is this like a dojo, bro? I can't tell, but I guess that because of the pictures back here. Um, but here are the pluses. Here's what I really like. You have your facade going on. Um, you have everything looks laid out very symmetrical, very nice. It looks like you have a lot of space. It's a big facade because you have 5 panels. Normally, I generally see 4. So you have a lot of room on this table, it looks like. I see a mic happening here. You're DJing here. Is this for lighting? I can't tell. Your speakers are here. Again, this would the note that I would give. Actually, before I give that note, I'm not sure what these are. So you have your lighting trusses. Are these lights? These, I'm guessing they are, they're projecting some kind of light on the dance floor. Um, Unless that is projecting on here. So I'm seeing the mirror. You have the disco ball going on. It's great. But I can't see. Well, they're not turned on, obviously, so I don't know what's being projected. So again, make sure that your speakers are not behind you in any way because you don't want feedback when you're on the mic. Also, just as a tip, when you're doing a wedding or something and or an event and a client wants to speak, I always tell them to move away from me so that we don't get the unwanted feedback and the crowd all of a sudden is holding their ears. We don't want that happening. It makes them look like they don't know what they're doing, and no one's going to look at you, but you want to make sure you put your client in the best light as possible. So, I mean, bro, this looks like a great setup. You're probably killing the game on the dance floor. When people are getting down. I don't have anything else to say outside of, do these speakers have subs on the bottom? Again, I'm guessing they do. So I just bring that up in case. I don't know what brand this is because I haven't seen it. So as long as you have your subs, you're good. Looks solid, man. I don't got nothing else to say on this. And our next victim. Oh. William Powell! Now, Mr. Powell, I think, so from the looks of this, I'm not sure what kind of, all right, from the looks of this is like, I'm guessing it's a house party, right? Just off top. What's making me second guess is the fire extinguisher right here. This is just hella exposed. So I normally don't see that happen in places of residences. And if this is a residence, then I love the fact that they are safety first minded. So again, you got your facade, and notice here it's a 4-panel facade versus Alan's 5-panel. So that's why I can take a guess as to Alan has a lot of stuff on his table, or he has a large table, just because of the size of what's going on. It's a great presentation that Alan had. This seems like it's a homegrown party. So the setup here works for the vibe. You got your lamp going on. I'm guessing this might be for your wireless mic. I'm not sure what this is. So everybody has their taste in regards to where they put their laptop. Personally, I like to have the laptop off to my right. It would be over here because then I have a clear view of the crowd. I can engage with them. I can see what's going on. I don't have the laptop blocking my view. That, I think, is a personal preference. It's completely up to you, however you like it or whatever you're used to. I just want to eliminate as many barriers as I can between myself and the crowd. I generally don't even use facades, in all honesty. I just use a black tablecloth and linen. And I've used the facade once, only on request. I really try to minimize any kind of barricade between myself and the crowd. And that's a preference thing. But presentations, I mean, this looks great. Your speaker, the way your speakers are lined up. So this hits the dance floor. This speaker is hitting the dance floor. This speaker is facing out into what I'm guessing is a room. So I'm guessing that there's more people sitting on that side where behind the photographer. Um, and the only other thing, so it gets a little tricky when it comes to mics. Obviously, if someone's on the mic, you probably want them to stand over here. And the only other thing I would look at is your wiring. So you have a regular amp, like the OG amps, because I only see a speaker cable and not a power cable here. So these aren't powered speakers. I would clean this up. So if you had black tape, I would make sure that this is lined cleanly along the wall, have it straightened out, and then like here in this area, I would again have that lined up toward the wall and then snake it up against the back of the stand, the leg, and up the stand. And instead of wrapping it around like this, like you have it here, if you have gaffer's tape or any kind of tape, I would put it, let me do this. I would run your cable behind this pole and then tape around it, around the back, and one up against the speaker. It just makes a very clean setup, right? And also with the cables here, if let's say it's a young kid running around, then, they don't know no better. So they're just dancing, not giving a damn. And if they get caught on a cable, it's not a good look. So cleaning cables up, I think it's time consuming, especially if you're in a larger room and you have to move speakers out to the sides, but it's completely worth it in regards to presentation. But I have a feeling you rock this party, man. I do. And I'll be nice. Let's do one more bonus. Who's about to be? Who's about to be? Who's about to be? Melvin the Boss Bembry. Melvin the Boss Bembry, or I'm guessing here, DJ Lucky 617.com. So you are clearly rocking an event. Here's what's great. These are cool. The speaker covers. My critique is that these are white and everything else is black. So I might opt personally for black covers instead because the white really stands out. I think the black would give you a uniform look. I would use... look, this is preference also. I mean, I would get them and I would get the black, put it on, have a setup where I put it on, take a picture of it, and see aesthetically how does it look compared to white, the white coverings. I'm going to erase some of this because I want to try something. We're going to play with this, Melvin. Jessica Lee thinks this is amazing, by the way, so shout outs to Jessica. Now, I just want to give you an idea of, like, let's see what it looks like if it was all black. And I'm going to fast forward this so you don't have to see all this genius work. Okay. So do you see the difference? If you have all black skirting, then now you look more uniform. The white, and I'm just gonna erase this so you see the difference. Right? It really stands out. And it's completely up to you. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer for something like this. I think it just depends on what the color of the venue. So here you have brown floors, white walls. If you're in a venue that has like white carpeting, then yes, white skirt would be perfectly appropriate for something like this. But for something like that, in this case, I think all black would have been the way to go. But it's preference, man. So aesthetically, what works. You got your branding here. If you're able to do a skin, get a custom made skin, it'll look cleaner. You want to look as pleasing as possible. So if I had any suggestion about that, if you have a logo made, or you can just get something with nice font that has it in one singular line. Here you see it's broken up, so people have to like do extra work to piece it together. Is it djlucky.com? Is it djlucky617.com? This might seem like something silly to say, but people need help. I'm telling you. So if you have an opportunity to redo it, that could be something. It seems like your speakers are at the edges of the table, which is great. This one seems to be pointing, this particular speaker is pointing that way. So if you're on the mic, you're not going to really get much feedback. Again, here, look at your cabling. Look at your cabling. So if you can get like the cable on this speaker, if you can wire it where it comes out of this table underneath here, and you tape it back here, it would just look a lot cleaner. Same thing here. If it will come out, you tape it on the floor, and you're good to go. So we're looking at aesthetics and how clean does it look, because when wires are hanging all over the place, it gives more of a homegrown look, house party look, which if you are doing a house party, then great. If you're not, it's all about cable management. All about cable management. But hey, look, Jessica seems to love it. You even got starry eyes, bro. So not too bad. It's just some minor things to make the presentation look cleaner. All right, y'all. Tell me what you think. Do you agree with this? Do you disagree? What other thoughts do you have? Am I missing something that you think should have been addressed? Let me know your thoughts. And if you like this, let me know. And I don't mind doing this every week, actually. And we'll take a couple people's setups and go from there. All right, talk soon.